Hello, my name is Dr. David Solat, and I lead product strategy at Scialytics. If you're watching this video, you're probably considering participating in a Scialytics Sales Performance Predictor, or S2P2 pilot. We've been developing S2P2 in partnership with researchers at the University of Houston to revolutionize the way organizations hire and develop salespeople. Traditionally, organizations have used behavioral-based assessment surveys, but these are disliked by sales candidates and sales leaders alike. Our approach utilizes 3D avatar simulations that reflect the real-world selling situations applicants will face in their new role. As they take the simulations, the software captures critical data points on the candidate's selling style and skill. S2P2 doesn't just tell you how well they did on the simulations. Through AI, it accurately predicts the percent of quota they will hit. There is no cost to participate in the pilot. Your reps will play through 5 short simulations to make up a typical sales call. In exchange for participating, you will receive a predictive diagnostic report on the state of your sales team, a heat map showing you how each rep scored along 13 key sales attributes, and I will personally debrief you on the results and highlight opportunities to improve individual and team performance. Sales leaders who have participated tell us the process was very enlightening and an excellent use of their time.
I think this is super cool and unbelievably powerful for somebody that's really a fast, high-growing company to really think hard about trying to implement this into their process, and not even only to do it with new hires. I think there's some element around current existing employees, if they really go into it with the mindset of, I'm going to spend 45 minutes, I'm going to do it right. And if I do it right, ascertaining what their results are and then figuring out, like you just did with Joe, it's like, hey, I got to flex with Joe on the learning side. Joe's, for some reason, blocking the learning aspects. That's a problem. The guy's an enterprise salesperson. He's selling the biggest banks in the country. He better start working on that. What can Patrick do, or what can his business unit leader do to make sure that Joe starts to integrate that into his day-to-day? Mm-hmm. So I think it's really, really fascinating to me, and something that I'm just thankful that you guys approached us with.
You know, I think the reason we started this conversation was from what conclusions we can pull from this data to recruit better. It's a very hot topic for us currently. We have tremendous turnover in our team. I think probably, this is an assumption, but I think probably the grit and persistence, we're a very fast-paced, high-change organization. So they perhaps don't have the persistence to even be in our culture, because it is a challenge. It does take grit to work here. We change very quickly. We have very aggressive growth goals. And so the needle moves frequently from a place of not necessarily negative change, but evolution, right? Because we're growing so quickly. And I just think, perhaps from having low grit scores or low persistence scores or whatever it might be, that they're getting a little lost in the wake, so to speak.
I think you hit the nail on the head. We've spent the past couple of days talking about a number of listening and negotiating, and the fact that that's a huge void in our sales team. So you just reinforced what we spent the past 2 days talking about.
We really hope you will participate in our pilot. Please contact me if you have any questions.